land yacht, rolled me over into a ditch. Well, the midday guy at KGGF when I was there, who played country music, was a guy named Rodney. And he used to come in on weekends when I was working, and he'd make commercials and fool around with stuff. And I knew that he was writing songs, and I knew he'd been in a band called Rodney and the Blazers. And so I was always picking his mind about the music business and stuff like that. And I am so glad that we were able to get him and the Blazers back together to come here tonight and play, and man, they sounded so good. You'd think they did this for a living. So, Rodney, Lay, and the Blazers, welcome to the Kansas Music Hall of Fame. Rodney also serves on our board of directors for the Kansas Music Hall of Fame, so he helped make this thing a reality. But we wouldn't let him vote for himself. No, I didn't do that. It's like I told the paper the other day. If that was a possibility, we'd have thrown him off the board and elected him anyway. So we are so glad to have you, Rodney.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. You know, most of these guys up here have dedicated their lives to the music business. And through all the hardships, through all the tough times, the broken hearts, the broken pocketbooks, and the broken promises, one thing prevails. And that's the people who make the music and the people who dig it. And I appreciate you. Thank you.
Now, this next guy was a member of a musical family. You may have heard of one or more of his brothers. One of them used to be in a band in this town called the Rising Sons. Another one was in a band called Bobby Poe and the Poecats back in the 50s. Went on to a pretty illustrious solo career. His name was Big Al Downing. Well, Don Downing has done pretty well for himself, too. Not only in the music business, but he serves as a pastor back in the Washington, D.C. area now, saving souls. Mr. Don Downing.
Let's give a shout for Jesus one time. Come on up in here. Let's give a shout for Jesus one time. Come on up in here. I still think the downstairs is better than the upstairs. No. Let me hear the upstairs say yeah. Now downstairs say yeah.
And one of Rodney's early partners in his publishing company and in a studio that he had played drums in the band, Mr. Bob York. And they had a guitar player that was so sweet that they called him Peaches. Pete Williams. On sax, there was nothing like the wail of Sir Robert Scott. Thanks, Bob. And when Bob left the band, Gene Bongiorno came in, and he was willing to come tonight, so we had double saxes, and it sounded good. Gene, who's still playing in the Wichita area. Welcome, guys, to the Kansas Music Hall of Fame.
Everybody. Nice hand for all these boys.